All right, today we're going to install dirty air, fast up air ride suspension. I just had the rear. I went with the premium shocks, which is an upgrade. A couple little things about when you order. First of all, it takes like 3 weeks to get. And when you get it, it doesn't really give you an option, but when you go on a site, you should get, if you want to, it comes with for like 30 bucks, comes with an extra gauge, which I'll try to show you. Let me get back to that in a second. Let me show you what's in the package, and then we'll talk about install on a 2020 Road Glide. So, the package. First, we got the tank. And a bunch of wires. Love wiring. Air fitting. Seems like it's very well made. Let me show you how it goes on. So in this box you have that. What else? Comes in multiple boxes. So we have the tank in there. Which comes with the fittings and 5 30-seconds airline. And guess what? More wires. This is the wiring kit. Refer to wiring diagram for install details. Alright, this goes to the battery and zip ties and all that crap. So that's in the first box. Second box. Is the other unit. Seems like it's very well made. More wires. Compressor and a tank on the first 2 boxes. And third box we have that cheapy gauge, analog gauge. So 1.5 inch, 0 to 160 psi. It's not bad looking. Doesn't come with a mount, so I have to figure out where to mount this. What I wanted to talk about was they sell a digital gauge, which is really nice, or a dual air digital gauge if you go with the front suspension. And a mount. It's probably around 100. I'm sorry, like 2 and change, 250, somewhere around for the whole thing. And it mounts on the side of the gas tank near your air cleaner. So if you want to keep track of exactly how much air is in the system, you want to get that. If not, you can get this for like $29 and figure out where to mount it. That box also comes with more tubing and a couple fittings. And it comes with this, which I paid extra for. It's the handlebar grip, up down. It's actually made pretty nice. That's going to replace part of your grip on the bike. So that's in this box. Okay, those are the shocks. Now I paid, it's extra for the premium shocks. I have premium and I have standard shocks. I'm going to pay this much extra for an air ride. I'm going to pay a little bit extra and get the better shocks. So if I'm going to pay extra for the shocks, I'm going to get the better ones. I don't know how much better they are. Maybe I'm a sucker, I don't know, but we're putting these on. That's pretty much it. Let's go put it on the bike. Alright, first step, I already have a problem. You're going to have to relocate the antenna bracket. Now, I already have a shorty on here that I put, but this bracket here, you can see it, has got to go. So I'm using a 3/16 hex bit to remove this bracket, so we could put this jammy on there. That jammy. Okay. Put this down here so maybe we can see a little better. If there's a hum, it's because I have the door closed in the garage. It's so damn hot. And I put the so you see I got a light set up and the air cleaner. Trying to get some air in here. Hopes it goes the right way. I guess I have to screw this first. Again, this is just a shorty I put on here. I don't really use the radio anyway. Never get great reception. So let's get rid of that. You gotta twist this to get it out, I believe. It doesn't want to do it. Okay. Alright, so after you wrestle with this for a few minutes, it comes out. Now, let's screw this. Okay, that pops out of that. Now to get this grommet out, it's a rubber grommet right here. That's a little better. It's a rubber grommet right here that has to get bent in to get it out. It's a little split in here, which makes it easier. There you go, and that pops out. Okay. Guess I don't need the grommet anymore. Okay, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the antenna. If you have the base antenna, you could actually mount it through the front. I don't even know if I'm gonna put it back on. Actually, for now. Alright, first things first, let's remove the old shocks. I got some progressive 944s, I believe, on here. Let me find out what size this is. First things first, let's get rid of this, the old shocks. So I believe I have these progressive 944 heavy duties. First cut, unbelievable. I still wear gloves. You don't want to do that. Now you know why there's not many videos on how to install this. Now you want to make sure there's enough clearance here on the other side. Alright, so that baby's in. I gotta do the other side now.
2 hours later.
Alright, hope you're enjoying this video. Again, I'm far from a mechanic. I'm an average bike owner. I like to work on it. But if you watch the end of the video, I put a few outtakes in there that might amuse you. Wasn't too amusing to me, but it might amuse you. Check it out, and always, like always, subscribe, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to know who does all the barking in the background, let's find out. Hey, Django. Come here. Come in here. Idiot's afraid of the garage now. 9/16 wrench and just snug it down. Doesn't really want to go hand tight, so I'm not going to force it, just so it's nice and snug. Then we're going to play the same game and put this on there. Let's see if I can lose skin on my left hand now instead of my right hand. Let's just go behind or in front. Goes behind. Here we go again. I can't get in here. Really wish they would tell you this before you install this shit. That if you've got this, which is standard on this road glide, you're gonna have some problems. At least this side seems a little easier than the other side. Alright, here we go now, trying to get this in. Although, you know what? There's more room here. I might be able to get lucky. I know I'm going to drop this. I know it, because I can't get my fat fingers in there. Surprised there's not more women Harley mechanics, because they make these spaces so tough that you need little hands. I just did the back light with a 03D curved license plate and LED. My hands got torn up on that. So, little hands, little gloves, happier Harley mechanic. Okay, this one went in pretty decent. Much better than the other one. Okay, this side was not so bad. And make sure it's not touching this. Okay, that's good. Make sure it's not touching anywhere. Okay, that's good. Okay, about to install the Dirty Air premium shocks. You want to make sure that the valve is up, and we're going to put it on. All right, let me catch you up on what's been happening here. I didn't video it because it's kind of self-explanatory. I'll go through it real quick. But basically, once this is installed, you're going to run the wire loom up through here, zip tie here, underneath, and it's going to come out over here. Here's your wires. We'll go over the wires in a second. Okay? The airline. You're basically going to run the tubing from the other shock underneath to this shock right here. Okay? The tubing is very simple. You have to cut it square. If you don't cut it square, you might have a little problem. So you want to cut it square, make sure there's no obstruction, and it's a nice clean cut. You're going to push, all you do is you push it in. I'm going to show you in a second. Just push it in and pull, make sure it's in there tight, and it's fine. So you're going to run it to here, leave a little bit of a gap here. I'll show you why in a second. Once you cut that line, you're going to run the line through the grommet here, the rubber grommet, back up through here. These are the zip ties. Back up through here. And now what we're going to do is tee this off from the tank to the two shocks. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. Okay. Nice square cut. Take the top of the T. All you do is push it in. You pull and it's in. It's that simple. If you want to release it, just pull back on this here and it'll pop out. Okay? Oops. Now what we're going to do is, where this is teed off, we're going to cut that. Probably gave too much slack here. Doesn't matter which end goes in which. Push that in there, pull. The other end, push in, pull. That's it. It's now teed off. Okay? It's that simple for the shocks to this. Now the zip ties I just put on, just clean it up a little bit. I'll put another zip tie in here. These nice little brackets that are perfect for it. Don't want to go too snug because you don't want to cut off the air supply at all. Just enough to keep it in place. Okay, that's all set up now. The wiring I'll catch you up on in a minute. Okay, next step. you got your dump valve here, right? If you're running a center stand, you want to have this, because what could happen is air could somehow get in the line. I guess it's very, very rare, but it can happen. Air gets in the line, so every time you park the bike, just flip the switch and keep it in the dump. This way, if any air does build up, it comes right out of the switch and it won't raise your bike. If you're on a center stand when you park and you raise the bike, it could pop over. So, for safety reasons, every time you get off the bike, you should flip the switch. Not hard. You don't have to install this, but why not? So anyway, before I show you how to install it, what I did was, because they tell you in the instructions you can find someplace in the firewall. First of all, I couldn't find a damn place in the firewall. And I couldn't get my fat ass hands in there to get in there if I had to anyway. Or someplace easy to go. So what I did was I took my side cover, which I already have a button here for a garage door opener, which I no longer use. I relocated my buttons, which I will show you at the end of the video. I drilled the second hole to put this in. So it's going to sit in the front, and it's as simple as that. So you're just going to drill the hole. You use a step-up bit. If you don't know what that is, I'll show you real quick after this. So basically, you're going to just put this through. Okay, once you get this on, the back, you're going to need to screw this on. And you want to use two 9/16 inch wrench to get this nice and snug. You already got the blue on there, so let's get that done. Alright, now that I have this installed in here, what we're going to do is run it. If I can find it. Take some hose. It's going to go in. And again, I don't know if I missed this earlier, but all it does is push right in. That's it. You pull, and you know it's in there good. If you want to release it, you pull back on this, and it pops right out. The problem I have with it being in the side cover is if I need to remove the side cover, I need to pop the hose out, which is not a problem. All you do is just pull back on this, and it pops right out. Okay, so it's just one extra step. Just don't yank it out. Okay, so with that in place, well, it's going to be in place. Figure out how much hose to run. Okay, it's a nice square cut. You're done. Now, here we're going to make another square cut. I'm going to put the T connector there. And tight. Here's the other end for the other shock. And tight. Now the new plug is going to go here. And tight. That's it. This is going to go to the dump valve. Alright, times like this I wish I had a clone. I'm going to put the bags back on. I'm going to do everything myself around here. And I'm going to show you all around the dirty air.
What do you want? You already got me doing the cooking and the cleaning and all the other
shit. Come out and help me.
Sometimes
good.
I wish
that was He's not as good looking as me, but he helps out. Please do.
You got the stool,
yeah,
right?
I got the stool. Alright, so what?
I'm trying.
Alright, let me put this on for you. You'll be happy then? Never happy. So I'm a lot faster than you. Yeah. Alright, that's it. Let me take it around real quick. Done? Alright, I got 10% battery left. I'm not changing batteries again. Dirty air is installed. I didn't end up using the dump valve, although I have it connected to my side panel. The dump valve I don't really need because I have a kickstand. It's a -2, I believe, for a lowered bike. So I did have mine lowered a little bit. So even if air gets into the line and it starts to raise, it's still not going to raise it more to where it's going to be off this kickstand. Now, if you have a center stand, you definitely want to get it. So I just routed it through. Here's where I put the switch. Show you how it runs. Okay, I originally was going to wire it to these buttons. It's a pain in the ass, too many wires, so I just kept it real simple with this. Now with this, when it first kicks on, if there's no air in there, it's going to start. So this is already raised up. So to lower it down, all we're going to do is hit this. Simple as that. Raise it and lower it again. Right now it's raised. Let's lower it. It's completely lowered, no time. And raised. Right back up. That's all there is to it. Simple as that. It's going to kick on. Right up. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's fast. Less than a second. So that's it for the dirty air. I'll let you know how it rides. I'm about to take this to Texas next week. It's a nice long ride. But I'll let you know in the comments if you like this. If you have any questions on the install, the wiring's pretty much straightforward. You hear my asshole dog? Okay, follow these instructions. The wiring's pretty much straightforward. They say you could use a posi tap to tap into the blue wire that goes off your ignition. I'm sorry, it's an ignition wire that goes to your brakes. I had a problem with the posi tap. I just cut into the wire. You can do whatever works for you. It depends on how good of an electrician you are. You don't have to be a good electrician. Just take your time, do it. That's it. Dump valve, up to you. The rest is pretty much straightforward. Oh, I don't have it in front of me, but I ordered the hand controls for my bars. I have KST bars on here, so it won't fit. It's only for standard bars, so don't waste your money on that. When you order it, you could get the digital gauge. I ordered the one that came with it. It's a 1.5 inch. It's just an analog. I didn't even install it. There's no mount for it. If you buy the digital gauge, you can buy the mount, and it will mount right about here through here. It'll come out right there. So I may get the digital gauge later, but to tell you the truth, the up and down is really not much play. It's up, down. So you got to really play with it. I don't think it'll be that hard to adjust. If I have a problem getting to that sweet spot, I'll buy that digital gauge. It comes out to about $180, somewhere around there, for the gauge and the mount. You can get it on a Dirty Air website. If not, you could buy the cheapy one for $29. I didn't know there was an upgradable one, so I wasted my money on this and wasted on the handlebar controls. Next review coming up soon. Like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And that's about it. I will follow up with a review on this. Have a good one. Ride safe. Oops. Didn't take long to lose my first part. Oh. I'm going to have to move the antenna mount. Damn it. Nope, maybe I won't lose this part. I need it. Of course, I keep getting texts while this is going on. Over and over and over and over again. Alright, I'm going to go without the antenna for right now. Now, you want to make sure you lift the bike. Oh, maybe I should have checked the torque on this one. Edit this part out. Ow! First cut, unbelievable. I just don't wear gloves. You don't want to do that. I might have to get a band-aid in a minute. I think I'm bleeding out. Oh, this is really gonna piss me off. It's gonna be one of these things. Ah! Fuck! I have to get a band-aid. Right back. Damn this thing. Fuck you. How the hell are you supposed to do this? This is really starting to piss me off. Oh my god. How the fuck is this so hard? Right, listen to that. Shit always happens to me. Wrenches over. Oh, we got the screw I just lost. Damn it. What the hell did I just do with the screw? It's still in there. What's up? Now you know why there's no videos for this stuff. Because everybody gives up. Find my wrench. Why do I keep losing parts? I paid the extra if I'm gonna put this much into it. Damn it. I'm gonna pay a little bit extra and get the better shocks. So these are. So. And I'm not gonna skip when it comes to that. So. Oh, this is really gonna piss me off. It's gonna be one of these things. Ah!